Welcome, everyone, to episode 57 of the Over the Line podcast on the Degenerate Sports Network. Tonight's a little bit of a lighter show as far as betting because NHL, obviously, we're going to kick off that because we have some live bets, but one of the Western Conference is already over.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, the Knicks took care of business, so we're just waiting on the Spurs and Thunder to play at this point. But we'll go ahead and get started here with some NHL just because we're halfway through the second period at this point. So if you guys want to go ahead and give out your live bets, I know it's probably not really prevalent at this point, but let's just go ahead and give them out there. So Dalton, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I took the Hurricanes money line, even though everything data wise saying don't do it, but I don't know. I just felt like they needed to. There's no way they're not going to win this series. And they're looking good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's not looking very good for me. I took the Canadians money line at plus 124 before the game. It's right now at plus 1600. So
yeah.
If you're feeling brave, then that's all you. I would not encourage it. I am wrong so far.
Yeah. It's hockey, though. It could happen, but highly unlikely right now.
You never know.
And then Shane, did you have a live bet?
I bet.
You have a live bet.
I bet that the Canadians wish they just went home.
Yeah,
they spent a lot of their energy, man, and here we are. I before the game, I would have bet the Canadians. I didn't, luckily. Sorry, Jake. But if I was going to bet on something right now, which I haven't yet, but whenever you guys talked about making a live bet, I do have a bet for basically the only hockey bet I have is that the Golden Knights, I think, are going to somehow win the Stanley Cup one way or another. That's my bet right now. Whoever they end up playing, which will probably be, obviously at this point, the Hurricanes. But
yeah,
I would say to take, if you can get a decent odds, which I don't have them up in front of me, but if you can get, Canadians plus 1.5 and then make it close late, I could see that happening if the Hurricanes let up kind of near the end of the game. See if you can sneak in some value there. That's what I'd probably be trying to do as a bet. But the second I say that, they'll probably score another goal and then that's cooked. So maybe do it, maybe wait a little bit before you do that. Give it a breather for a second. But
I've been getting big Team of Destiny vibes from Montreal, but at some point, I guess just getting outshot literally every single game by 15 shots just has to catch up to you because they've been on kind of a miracle run, and I think
exactly. I think they're just
even today they're getting outshot by 7, and we're halfway through the second period, so it's probably going to be 15 by the time the game ends.
Yeah, they're just out of gas.
Yeah. All right, so that's hockey. We were a little late on that. We did miss the Indianapolis 500. Last weekend. I kind of forgot about that. As it was going on, I was like, "Whoops!"
So we couldn't get the Kentucky Derby and the Indy 500.
At least it wasn't.
Yeah.
At least we didn't miss both.
Yeah. You get one or the other. That's all you're going to get with this show. We can't. I don't know what it is, but we just miss a lot of the big events somehow, and then we're like, "Oh shit, that was this weekekend."
I swear I didn't see anything about it.
Cup, I'm happy.
Dude, I thought it was 2 or a week prior to that, or 2 weeks prior to that.
I saw something about it on the Friday, or this whatever the night it was right before. I saw an ad for it and I was like, oh
yeah,
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forget IndyCar still exists.
Same.
Yeah, my nephew's really into it, so he tells me all about it, so that's the only reason I'm a little hip to it, but not really too much. But yeah, so that's on us. That's a next year. I guess that's another biannual thing we bet on. Yeah, so next year. But let's go ahead and get into more betting here. Dalton, Jake, you guys always have our weird segment starting off. So if you guys want to go ahead and kick us off here.
Yeah. So we got I got a tennis bet this week because French Open's going on. And I, to be very clear, know nothing about what's going on in tennis. I know the big three is kind of fading away. The last hurrah of it is Novak Djokovic, but I'm taking Djokovic to win the French Open at plus 1,300, and he rides into the sunset. You can't give me that good a value on the Joker and expect me to not not bet. Even though like Yannick Sinner is almost for sure going to win, I gotta try something. So I took Djokovic to win at plus 1,300, and hey, maybe he makes it to the finals and I get a cash out. It's kind of my hope.
That's the dream.
Yeah, we'll have another talk about some cash out options for you later as a heads up. But
and then should I do my NHL or my NASCAR?
Yep, go ahead with your NASCAR.
All right, so NASCAR, we're in Nashville this week, and then so Nashville Super Speedway for the Cracker Barrel 400.
Oh yeah,
yeah! Give me those biscuits.
The most NASCAR name for a race.
Yeah.
Possible.
And then they're back with the racist logo, right?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I imagine, especially now they're doing NASCAR stuff. Gotta be right.
Yeah, it's kind of become the thing where they don't have to worry about that much anymore. Which well, yeah.
So, speaking of racist things, I went for bet this week. Kyle Larson.
Well,
all right.
Remember?
Wait, is he racist?
Canceled for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He's the guy from like Northern California, so everyone over here is like the Kyle Larson fan. I didn't know he was racist.
Well, no, he's not. Okay. He just got hot mic saying the N-word once.
That's
that's doesn't necessarily correlate that, but yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and
it doesn't necessarily, but it's not a good sign.
Not a good sign.
Calling it.
But let's be honest, if you hot mic'd a lot of the NASCAR racers,
unfortunately,
yeah. But I am taking him to win at plus 750. He's driven pretty well at this track in the past, and he's just been driving well in general. Like I've been betting him a lot. He hasn't won yet lately, but it's coming.
Yeah.
And then another guy that drives pretty well at this track, I'm taking Ryan Blaney to finish top 3 at plus 220. And then there really weren't any winning manufacturer bets, but I did get a winning team bet. So I'm taking Hendrick Motorsports to win at plus 280. Because if it's not Larson, I could very well see it being Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott, or William Byron. Like they're pretty loaded and they drive pretty well at super speedways.
I like it. Jake, what you got?
Should I also just do both mine real quick?
Yep.
Okay. This will be pretty quick. I have one more soccer bet for the rest of the year until the World Cup starts in 2 weeks. But this is the last game of the big off season.
Yeah.
This is the last of the traditional calendar. The Champions League final between PSG and Arsenal. I'm taking PSG at plus 135. Arsenal is good enough, and they did just win the league for this to not be minus odds for PSG, but I think they're a much better team. I think they're the best team in the world by a decent margin right now. And they just won this tournament last year, so they know what it takes to do it. Arsenal hasn't really played in a final like this before, so even though they did just win the league, I'm not quite sure they'll be as ready for it. So I'm going to go with PSG here. And then for NASCAR,
I don't want to live in a. Oh, sorry.
I know what you're going to say, and I don't want to live in that world either.
I don't want to live in a world where Arsenal wins a double, wins the ultimate double.
Yeah, because if they win the Champions League and the Premier League, there's really nothing that you could say as a hater, which is just the worst. But I don't think they're going to win. I think PSG is the best team in the world by a decent margin. I also am just praying that this bet hits. I cannot take an Arsenal.
But rooting for PSG also hurts.
I'll take it over Arsenal. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I like some of their players. They have some nice players. And the difference here, not to go on too much of a rant, to only have one bet, but PSG is at least fun to watch. They will go forward and not care about defense and try to score goals. And Arsenal literally was playing the match that pretty much won them the title. They beat Burnley, the 19th place team in the league, and they scored in the first 20 minutes and then parked the bus for the rest of the game. So I just think that's they're not playing ethical soccer. So
dishonorable.
The sport needs to win. Yeah, the sport needs to win.
Just hard to respect PSG because they're essentially the Yankees if the Yankees played in the Japanese league. That's what PSG in the French league is like.
Yeah.
It's really not that far off.
No, you're right. They finally had like some competition this year, but I think they've won it like 8 years in a row now. So
they'll do it.
Yeah, that actually is a very good comparison. It's basically just like the Rams playing in like the Saudi football league or something.
Yeah,
like
just
dominance.
Outspends the bottom 10 of League One.
Yeah,
combined.
Oh yeah, probably more than that.
Probably more than that. Yeah, that's Mbappe makes more than half the roster.
Yeah. All right. That's enough soccer for 2 weeks until the World Cup starts, and then I'll be back. Take a little breather there. I just have a 2-leg top 5 finish parlay for NASCAR. I went with Chase Briscoe and Chase Elliott, double Chase parlay. There's probably a cool name for that Dalton can cook up or something.
Yeah. Chasing victory.
Oh wow, there you go. Right off the dome.
Yeah.
But yeah, same first name and same odds. They're both at plus 160. So that comes out to plus 576. So a little something light.
Yeah. I like that. All right. Let's go ahead, get into some baseball. Baseball has been fun the past week. The Reds finally turned it around a little bit. So I'm happy again. But I do have a 3-leg parlay for tomorrow. I have the Pirates money line because Skeens is on the mound. Obviously, you just had to throw that in there. Braves money line because the Braves are just smashing right now, and Chris Sale's on the mound. And then I have the Orioles money line. This one, the Blue Jays just suck right now. I know the Orioles aren't really too much better than them, but I just think the Orioles will take this one. So Pirates, Braves, Orioles, all together at plus 371.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have a very similar parlay this week, Casey. I'm also taking the Pirates because, Skeens. And I'm taking Chris Sale and the Braves against Boston. But then for my third leg of my parlay, I'm taking Jack Flaherty and the Detroit Tigers against the Angels because Flaherty's solid. Tigers are playing decent, or they've been up and down.
22 and 34 right now, unfortunately, for the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah. But the Angels aren't much better. The Angels might be one of the only teams in the AL worse than them.
This is correct. They do be kind of trash as hell, which is not surprising, but it is unfortunate.
Yeah. So Tigers, Braves, and Pirates money line. Those 3 games parlay at plus 384.
Nice.
I have a funny stat about the Angels. They're only 5.5 games out of the AL West right now.
That is true.
Yeah,
man, the AL West is just
the AL West
bad.
is currently led by Seattle, who I believe is 2 games under 500. So
they're
we're
not
in a fun spot right now
over there in the West right now.
It's all terrible.
Yeah.
With that said, I am gonna take the Angels money line tomorrow at plus 109, which I know sounds kind of crazy, but they are coming off a sweep of Texas, which also not a huge brag. But they have been playing some competitive baseball. They just have had like bad baseball team luck where they keep losing like walk-offs and 1-run games. But they've been playing decently recently, and I just have no faith really in Detroit. So since they're kind of on a run, I'm going to take them at plus 109. I'm taking the White Sox money line against Minnesota tomorrow at minus 119. Chicago's been kind of surprising this year. I think they are in a playoff spot, which is another testament to how mid the AL is this year.
Yeah.
But the Twins also don't have a starting pitcher listed on DraftKings, so usually not a good sign when it's like 9 p.m. over there.
Yeah, love a good bullpen day in May.
Yeah. That game is a little over. They're like 15 hours from playing, and there's no starting pitcher listed. So I don't think I don't think that's good. I'm taking Atlanta -1.5 against Boston. These teams are just completely opposites from each other right now, and Chris Sale is on the mound. I'm taking Pirates -1.5 because Skeens is pitching and it's at +130. And then I'm taking the Astros +1.5 at -171. They're playing a little better. They did have a no-hitter with like 5 walks, which I thought was kind of funny. There's always I love the like 4 pitcher no-hitters when they end up walking like 5 or 6 batters. I just think those are so funny. But Texas is bad. They're slumping bad. I think Houston can keep this within a run. Those 5 picks come out to +3,096. So
nice.
Pretty juicy. I wanted to go a little bigger here since I am not really betting that much this week. So that'll be the moneymaker if it is.
I like that. Yeah, Yordan Alvarez is just smashing right now. I think he's got a home run in the past 3 games. So
yeah,
I think he's like 1,000 OPS probably so far.
Something probably like that.
Yeah, the Rangers are just so bad. Like they got swept by the Angels, and then the very next game got no hit by, like I think the next worst team in the AL.
Yeah,
like after the Angels.
Yeah, not great. Somehow, still better than the Rockies though.
Which the Rockies are in a fucking hellhole that they'll never get out of. I feel like
I should have taken that plus. I should have taken that plus like 100,000 to miss the playoffs.
Yeah,
I wonder if
I would have made 1 cent.
Yeah, Dalton. Like I think that the Rockies, to be as bad as they've been for like a while now, that at some point you got to be like, there's got to be some like independent league team.
Yeah, send to KBO.
Yeah, or something like that. It's like, what are we doing here? Like, what the get another field or something, dude.
Yeah.
What are we
them and the Angels can I think just be like,
yeah, the Angels are even worse because they tried to be good at one point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they were at least somewhat interested in being good at one point. I think the Rockies, like, they can't possibly be trying to win, right? Like something has to be going on.
They made a wild card game not that long ago. I thought there might have been
long
ago now,
but that's when they had like 4
like
homegrown start like.
The
star
Angels
players.
have had 13 straight losing seasons.
That's
which
fun.
Is like
and most of those years were with like maybe the most generational baseball player we've seen in a very long time. So that's not fun. And then they had
Mike Trout.
Yeah. I'm talking about Mike Trout. And then they had Ohtani for a while.
Yeah.
And then they somehow let Ohtani go, but kept Trout around, who has not been able to stay healthy. But the Angels just kind of make me sad in general.
Yeah.
But I have a 6-leg parlay for tomorrow because there's 6 games. So therefore there's 6 is what's going to happen with me. You know that. The White Sox -1.5 at home. Murakami has been mashing the ever-loving shit out of the baseball. I think he had his 20th home run tonight.
Yeah.
So, like, the White Sox are, again, they're, like, kind of fun this year, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's nice to see one of the teams that I've consistently seen just be terrible for, like, the last 4 or 5 years, like, make something of themselves. Because they had a minute there where they looked like it was going to work, and then literally every single thing went wrong. It was kind of crazy, actually. So that's nice to see them hanging around here.
He's got a cool nickname as well. The Southside Samurai. That's freaking dope.
Oh,
it's a little on the nose.
Yeah, but it's awesome.
It is awesome. Yeah, it is pretty cool, but a little on the nose.
Yeah.
Tigers -1.5. Again, the Angels are terrible. Tigers are also terrible. But even though Flaherty's been kind of bad this year, 0-6 with a 6 ERA, like it's better than Grayson Rodriguez, who has a 10-something ERA through like 2 or 3 starts. So I'll take, I guess, the better of those 2 pitchers. I don't know. The Braves -1.5 against the Red Sox did get blown out by the Red Sox. I believe it was today or the day before, but still, Sale's on the mound. I'm not too worried about that. Blue Jays +1.5 at the Orioles. I think the Orioles will ultimately win this game, but they've been winning games like at the very last minute for a minute now. So I think it could be one of those deals where they win by like a run late or something. So I just took the hedge there. Pirates -1.5, of course, because Skeen's on the mound, although he did get blown up a little bit in his last start. So we'll see if he can get it together. But Cubs outside of tonight haven't really done shit for a while. So I don't expect them to turn around, which I think they're playing the Cubs tomorrow. But they are. Yeah. And then the Rangers -1.5, because again, the Astros are even worse than the Rangers are. So I'll take that. All those together is plus 12,950.
Nice.
So we know that the Braves and Pirates are fucked.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Well, at least one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe not both, but probably one of them.
Also, speaking of baseball, I feel like it's a good time to bring up. Did you guys see the reliever for the Brewers go 14 hours?
He did.
Yeah.
And I thought that was awesome, and then everyone yelled at him, and it made me sad.
Well, the comments said that if the Cardinals have any balls, their leadoff hitter takes a ball right to the back the next day.
See, here's the thing. I would just recommend everybody quit being a dumbass and like get over themselves and be like, let's not use the ball with which we play as a weapon. Let's maybe just stop doing that.
I think like, it's an insane thing.
Yeah, like dudes throw too hard to be throwing shit at people purposely. Just play better. Like if you don't want to get stunted on, don't get struck out. Like what do we? This is the only sport where it's like, oh, I did something bad and you made fun of me for it. I'm gonna throw the ball at you. Yeah. What do you mean?
It's the only sport where excessive celebration it is completely justified to respond to slightly excessive celebration or even just like showing any emotion.
Yeah,
can be the appropriate response that people widely accept is attempted murder.
Yeah.
These
like
guys
95
throw
to the
miles
head. Throwing a 100-mile-an-hour fastball at somebody's head.
It's really like it's one of the few things with baseball, because baseball's got a lot of weird stuff going on. It's one of the few things with baseball where I'm like, there's no argument you could present to me where I'm like, you know what, you're right. Let's throw the ball 100 miles an hour at someone on purpose. Like I don't care. Like they could literally go up to you in your face and like grab their crotch and like freaking hump at you in the middle of the game, and you can't throw the ball at them. That's like you're trying to hurt them physically. It's not like, what are you talking?
And they
about?
have to just go up there, and they know it's gonna happen. And
yeah,
they
the dude's
like,
because then, but then the manager's like, oh, he's gonna like he can't do that because now one of our players is gonna get hit. It's like, hey, bud, maybe try to make sure that this stops fucking happening.
Yeah,
I remember when I was a kid. I remember when I was a kid after like the whole Alex Rodriguez thing happened. Wow, like he played a game.
I was going to say
steroids. Steroids. He played
steroids.
A game like in Boston, and I think he hit 4 times, and I think they hit him all 4 times. Like every single time he went up to the plate. And it was just like, this sport is just so funny that like every time this guy goes up to the plate, he's gonna get 95 like up here, and he just has to.
It's like watching. It's like a teenage girl fight. Is basically what it is.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
completely ridiculous. But anyway, yeah. I did see it, and I was like, "Good for him. He should celebrate. He struck that guy out. Have fun." And the man's like, "It's unacceptable," and I'm like, "Dude,
yeah.
There's other things we should be worried about."
Same sport where a prospect just like broke their knee trying to avoid a dog.
Yeah, and they suspended the dog.
So.
By the way, what's that about?
I'm starting to believe that this really isn't a sport. I saw that this morning. I was like, what other sport would have a dog like causing an injury, like on the field of play? Like,
getting a torn patella off a dog, it's a skill issue. I'm sorry. It's not the dog's fault.
It is, but like, there's no other sport that could possibly happen.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just,
God. Anyway,
Shane, it's you still.
I'm done with my bet.
Oh, you did? Okay, sorry.
I gave my parlay.
You went through all 6 already?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Now we know Casey's not paying attention.
No, I am. We went on like 3 tangents during it, so I was like, I didn't know if you went through all of them yet. That was my fault. All right.
No, that's fair. It's fine.
Yeah.
But it's just like,
my bad.
Yeah,
dude.
I did it.
My bad.
Did the thing.
All right. We have the Charles Schwab Challenge this weekend in Fort Worth, Texas. Bitch ass Oberg is the favorite to win it, but I'm not betting on him.
You don't get to call him that anymore, Casey.
Yeah,
that's true.
We know what you
like him.
You Oberg sympathizer.
Literally.
Yeah.
Jake said that with all the venom.
You now own that like forever. Like you now you are attached to him.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
I bet
when he stinks it up, it's gonna be your fault now.
I bet him in secret, and I thought we were all in a trusting area where I could bring that up, but I guess not. So
hey, It is what it is.
No, you're right.
All I'm saying is you can't call him that.
Yeah, that's true.
You just don't get to call him that anymore. That's all. Because you did.
I hit my top 20 parlay.
I think. Yeah, Dalton did. Yeah, Dalton did as well.
The DraftKings special I hit.
Nice.
It actually came through.
Special?
It was Scotty, Koepka, and Spieth.
Yeah.
And I think Spieth and Koepka both were like tied 19, so it skated by.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, there were like 10 guys tied for 19th.
Yeah. Good old minus 30 winner, by the way.
I know that probably was what helped it.
Yeah.
I feel like I might have even been able to shoot 100 or something on that. I haven't picked up a golf club in 8 years. She's minus 30. God.
Yeah, golf was great because I also hit my top 20 parlay, so it was just amazing.
So basically, everyone hit their top 20 parlay.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
So I'm just going to go back to the well here. Another 3-pick top 20 parlay. I have Justin Thomas, Hideki Matsuyama, and Akshay Bhatia. All three to finish top 20. It was at plus 1,100, but I got it boosted at plus 1,320 for the weekend. Not a ton of like big names in this one. There are a few, obviously. So that's the kind of mindset I went with last week, as I just was like, hey, these are some big names. Let me go ahead and throw them in there, and I'm just going to do it again this week and see what happens.
I like it. I actually have a couple of those guys bet this week as well. Speaking of JT, I'm taking him to win this week at plus 2350. I love the value on it. I really feel like in this field, he's got a very good shot. And especially the way he's playing lately. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that one. I like the value on it a lot. And then Keegan Bradley to finish top 10 at plus 315. Another one of the bigger names in this field. And then for my parlay this week, I've got Sam Ryder. I've got.
I don't love the way this is starting.
Oh, that's a great start.
Like you can see, I also have Akshay Bhatia in there, and then I got Rico Hoey in my parlay. No. So Ryder, Bhatia, Hoey.
I thought that was gonna be worse.
Yeah, this ended up being.
What about JT?
Ryder and Ho?
Yeah.
So that parlay does come out to plus 4,000.
Damn.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse than it was, actually. Yeah. I can't be mad at that.
All right. I have since I'm on a hot streak now, I went with a little bit of an edgier winner pick. I took Akshay Bhatia at plus 3,400. I like the odds here. There's not really like a top. I guess Oberg is probably the top candidate, but he's a little risky. So I feel like this is one that Bhatia could win. I feel like this is one that Bhatia could win though, or at least be close enough to make it worth betting on. And then I have a 3-leg top 10 parlay. So this is kind of a shot in the dark, but I have Robert McIntyre at plus 225, Justin Thomas at plus 230, and JJ Spawn at plus 270. And that is top 10. So a little less likely, but the odds are 4,000. So
yeah,
we're just won a little bit of money last week. So now I just am feeling dangerous.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's what happens.
I like that.
That's what happens. So I have a top 20 parlay, a top 10 parlay, and a winner pick. So my winner pick, I'm going to go with Ricky Fowler, who has not won a tournament since 2022. However, if you told me like 2 weeks from now and I didn't know the tournament was going on, like, oh yeah, Ricky Fowler won the Charles Schwab Cup, I'd be like, sure, I believe it. Sounds like something.
Yeah. Good logic, to be honest.
That's kind of it's kind of how I felt about it. Plus 2,200, also not too bad there.
Yeah.
And then my top 20 parlay, I'll start with that one. I have Fowler in that one. Just makes sense. Just throw him in there just in case he's just okay. Plus 115. I have Hideki Matsuyama plus 140 and Akshay Bhatia plus 160. So also have him in my top 10 parlay, but I'll get to that in a second. The top,
That means if you can, bet on Akshay Bhatia to withdraw in the first day.
That is true because I keep picking.
Bet on him to shoot 7 over.
Yeah. I keep picking.
Bryson DeChambeau
I'm not kidding,
special.
I'm betting him to miss a cut.
You should. I keep betting dudes who just don't play the tournament for some reason, and I'm like, all right, sure.
If we all bet Bachia, he's missing the cut
for sure. But that parlay is plus 1241, so not bad. And my top 10 parlay, a little bit more healthy. Batia again at plus 350, which just adds to this. He's definitely cooked. But he's in the top 10 parlay too. JJ Spawn plus 290 and Justin Thomas. So Jake, our parlay is the same for top 10 except for add Batia in there. So there you go. That's at plus 5,516.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Pretty good.
Yeah, Batia's gonna fuck us all. I know
probably.
It. Yeah. Damn. We are heavily.
He's gonna I don't know, get like a hip flexor and the whole 8 of the first round and quit. And all right, sure.
You can't bet a guy to miss the cut. Apparently, you can only bet guys to make the cut.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want to be too negative.
I want to bet on bad things to happen.
Yeah.
Dalton, there's a website for that we're not talking about.
Yeah. I'm sure, you'll find the action somewhere. It's there. You just got to look for it.
I refuse to click on that markets button.
Exactly. But that's where you would find something like that. You could probably also bet on him to fall down the stairs on his way to the tournament or something. So that's probably where you'd have to go. But for now, you can just bet on. Now, betting him to make the cut is a low bar, so he could still have a terrible outing, and you could still make, at least get something out of it.
The value on him to make the cut's not good. I want to bet on him to miss the cut.
Well,
I want to bet on him to shit his pants.
Okay, you could also probably bet on that.
Yeah,
on that website too.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can find that action somewhere.
Will Akshay Bhatia shit his actual pants?
I wonder how you prove something like that.
Well,
as an official bet. Do they have to take a look at the pants?
You have a guy standing outside the clubhouse.
No, don't put those in the machine yet.
Yeah.
We got to confirm.
Hand him over.
Hand him over, brother. Well, yeah, it's definitely the equipment guy at the clubhouse is the one who's running that.
It's damn, these pants smell like shit. Whose are these?
I'm pretty sure someone it should just be someone at the Charles Schwab tournament to shit their pants, yes or no, and then it's just the equipment guys checking all the pants. It's oh man, somebody definitely soiled these.
Yeah. Who wore the dark gray Adidas?
Whose are these? What the? It's let me let them know that I'm pretty sure that bet cashes. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your top 10 parlay.
No, I got it out. It's fine.
Yeah. It's just another donation for Akshay Bhatia, basically at this
probably
point. Now I'm just all right. So let's go ahead and get into the NBA Western Conference Finals, aka the winner of the finals this year, one of these two teams. Before we get into our bets, Dalton, you want to go ahead and give us the information of where you're standing with a future bet that you have?
Yeah. So if you'll recall, months ago, I took the Knicks to win the NBA Finals, and I put $10 on them, and the value was pretty solid. It was at I got it. It was originally at plus 850. I got it boosted to plus 1063, and so if it hits, the payout is 116.30. But right now I have a cash out offer for $24.81. And I don't know. We were discussing before the show. I could wait till game one happens and see if they steal game one and it goes up and then cash out. But I know if they do that, then I'm going to definitely talk myself into believing that they're going to actually win the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
That's the rub.
It's very true.
I brought up that I feel like you have to at least see if they win game one because that cash out's going to be more desirable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would also do what Dalton would do if they win. I'm they're winning the whole fucking thing.
The Thunder and Spurs are really good and they should be favorites, but the Knicks haven't played a close game in 3 weeks either. They've just been steamrolling teams for so long. I feel like you have to just let that go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've had part of why they've kind of dominated is every round they catch a team that is just beat up and exhausted.
Yeah,
this is true. It's been
or James Harden in the playoffs.
Yeah, or
that was right after James Harden literally played about as well in the playoffs as he could, and then eventually had to go back to being playoff James Harden.
Yeah, I think
What
this
if it's
bet.
like? What if it's like? What if it's like 2-2 or something? But like they've got blown out like in game 4.
Yeah, cashing it.
Like.
Yeah,
I think it just comes down to game 1. Like, if they win, you have to cash out. I feel like, but that's easy for me to say.
How much does it have to go up for it to be worth cashing out, though?
I feel like if they take game 1, it'll go up like another $10 or so.
How much does it pay out? Like if they win it,
116.
116. Okay.
Yeah. I think they'd offer you about $30-$40, and then at that point, it's like, would you rather have $30 or $40 or $0?
Fair.
Yeah,
but who knows?
If they go up 1-0, though, I might have to let it play because I mean, that would be like 10 straight wins for them, or
I think
like they are playing really
wins
well.
now,
like I know the Thunder will probably beat them, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like they are hot enough right now. You have to just let it see.
Yeah, the Thunder do have to get there first.
Which, speaking of which, should we get into our picks for tomorrow night?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get into our picks. I'm all in on the Spurs tomorrow just because I want this to go to a Game 7. Yeah. So I have a 3-leg parlay. I have Spurs money line over 219.5 total, and then I took Wemby 30+ points. All 3 of those together was at plus 395, and I got to boost it up to plus 494 for tomorrow.
Nice. I just straight bet this game. I'm taking Spurs money line as well at minus 148. This just feels like the Spurs are going to force Game 7, and I do think the Thunder will pull it out in Game 7, but I do think the Spurs force a Game 7.
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't really know what to do with the spread, so I just took the over in this at 219.5. It just feels kind of, some of these games in the series have been pretty low scoring, but this over would have hit in 3 out of 5 games so far. So I could just see like SGA and Wemby kind of going back and forth. I mean, this only needs to be like a 110 to 110 type of game to hit. And then I also took 2 player props. I took 45 plus for points, rebounds, and assists for both Wemby and SGA. I think this is going to be a game where they both just have the ball in their hands pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
And those 3 together comes out to plus 445.
Nice. You took the over?
Yeah, over 219.5.
Overs have been killing lately.
Yeah.
Don't say that out loud, please.
I retract the statement for him.
Yeah. This is gonna be like an 88-90 game or something tomorrow. Now
we're going back to the 90s, folks.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I get that. I'm also betting on Game 7. Like, we need to see this series go to Game 7 because one way or another, I have a feeling the NBA Finals is not going to be as fun as the series ultimately was. Whether it's because one team just runs out of gas or whether the Knicks just get overmatched, whatever the reason is, I just don't think that it's gonna be as fun of a series as this one has been. So I have Spurs minus 3.5. I think they take care of business at home, and then I am gonna go out on a limb and say that somehow, some way, the Spurs take this series at plus 350 and make it to the finals. Mostly because I think Wemby, even though he didn't have a great Game 5 and he didn't really take control of the game the way I think that everyone expected him to, he's going to leave it all out there the next 2 games and just be the freak of nature that he is. And that feels like when he wants to be unstoppable, he is. And I have a feeling as good as the Thunder are, it's just kind of too much of a cheat code when he's playing his best basketball. Like, it's just too much to kind of overcome for a team that also is very good in its own right. So I have a feeling they find a way to pull this one out. And then it will make for a very interesting NBA Finals, though, because I do think the depth of the Thunder is what really makes them so just special at this point, on top of having an MVP player. So I wonder if the Knicks might have a better shot at making it a series against the Spurs, which also would be more fun, admittedly, to watch. So kind of just, this is also just a fun, like, kind of betting on the fun of it too, right? Like, looking for a fun series. So
Yeah. As we were talking, I think I'm gonna ladder Wemby's points tomorrow and just put like a little bit of money on it. I'm gonna ladder 30 plus at plus 123, and I'm gonna do 35 plus at plus 324, and I'm just gonna do the plus 40 plus at plus 860 and just see what happens. I'm just gonna see what happens.
I mean,
I like it.
This feels like one of those games where it's just him and SGA, just like
they just trading blows.
Possession.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that. All right, I just placed it. And then the lines for the first game of the finals are already out. And if it is the Spurs, they are 4.5 point favorites. Or I'm sorry, the Spurs are. Hold on, I just had it here. If it were the Spurs, it's minus 4.5 for the Spurs against the Knicks, and if it's the Thunder, it's minus 6.5 for the Thunder. So lines are already starting to get out there. Dalton, I guess you're just hoping it's the Spurs at this point. You have like a little mini part, like you have some math going on that you have to start doing here because you want the Spurs and then you want that game one to hit for the Knicks at this point.
Honestly, if it is the Spurs, that cash out might go up before game one even happens.
Yeah, I think it will, and it'll go down if it's the Thunder.
Probably,
in my opinion. Yeah. So. I think you're in a fun spot. That's awesome.
Yeah, especially if the Thunder blow the Spurs out in San Antonio in Game 6.
Yeah, that cash out's gonna be $9. We're like, all right, guess I'm waiting.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
You could go even more dangerous and put like $10 on the Spurs to win it all, and then if they make it, dude, you basically win either way at that point. So
that is true.
Whatever you want to do there. I might have to bounce in on that Spurs take it all, but I think that's it. Do we have anything else? Is there anything else happening in the worldwide sports this weekend that we're missing? I tried looking up any major events going on this weekend and nothing popped up, so I think we're good.
Well, there's definitely some stuff that happened in the sports world, but I'm just going to choose to ignore it for the time being because, I think we all know who I'm talking about. And what I'm talking about, but.
Yeah, I was very shocked to hear that news last night.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, but not actually that shocked. If you've been lurking in Raiders Twitter long enough, you know that there were breadcrumbs that make this a little more believable, but also
hold on, what am I missing right now? What are you?
I'll be honest with you, Dalton. I wasn't talking about that.
Yeah,
I do know what you're talking about. And
I thought that's what you were talking about too.
Yeah.
Wait, what else happened?
There's a quarterback who made a decision recently that has gotten some blowback.
Good old.
It's a New York quarterback.
I thought we were talking about Kyle Busch for a second. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I was that was sad.
We're
talking about Raiders Twitter.
Yeah, dude. And then Dalton's Raiders. I'm hold up. And then Shane's I know what you're talking about, Shane. Yeah.
But I will say more recently, yes, what Dalton's talking about is also very unfortunate.
What happened with the Raiders? I must have missed it.
Well, it's not the Raiders.
It's a former Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs.
What happened?
Oh, you didn't see this?
Hold on, I'll look it up.
He did the Stephon Diggs Classic.
Oh,
I would say more maybe closer to the Tyreek Hill Classic, but that depends on who you ask.
They apparently let him out without giving him any charges, so I don't know if that's a good sign for him or not. But either way, it's not a good look.
Yeah,
I completely missed this. Holy shit!
Yeah,
not ideal.
He might be suspended for a little bit.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Plays out. Yeah.
Someone who clinged to Jacobs in multiple fantasy leagues. Really upset.
Yeah, it's a tough.
Yeah.
It's tough when your top running back just ends up in jail. It's not
really what you're looking for.
Not
usually.
Great.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. But yeah. Yeah, lots of. I guess it's a lot of things that could.
Yeah, I
guess there's more things going on that I could have been talking about. I realized that, but
I was I thought you were talking about Cowboys this whole time, and then Dalton
So
was
that's
like, Raiders, and I was like, "What in the fuck is he talking about? What
Yeah.
happened
He's
to the
just
Raiders?"
absolutely lost, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, that too. And he's wait a minute,
Yeah,
what
I
is going
missed
on?
that completely. Somehow.
What are we talking about right now?
Yeah,
No,
he's a bad guy.
It seems to be. That may be the case, yeah. Which is, you never want that, but
Yeah.
you know, it tends to be a thing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Also, I see Dalton sent us something that I'll have to watch.
Yeah, I just stumbled upon this on
Oh,
Twitter
God.
just now. It's John Gruden opening Pokemon cards. I haven't actually watched it yet, but I can only imagine it's gonna be gold.
Why
is he wearing a Canadian Football League shirt?
Because he gets people to send him shit.
Oh, really?
I kind of can't decide.
I thought he was like a
hate,
CFL influencer now.
Maybe. I kind of can't. I can't decide if I hate the fact that the video you just sent me is real and is a thing that's happening, or if I love it. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of torn because I'm like something about a timeline where John Gruden and Pokemon are in the same sentence
cards.
is awesome.
Here we got
me,
a Charizard.
Yeah.
Right. I haven't watched it, but apparently at 103 he said, "Hey, look at this one." Then throws the card down, doesn't say anything. That's pretty awesome.
Wow, man, look at this Pikachu, man.
I can't.
Oh shit! I'll have to watch that.
Yeah. Check
yeah,
that
but
out.
there'd be a bunch of holy fucking shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
I just heard John Gruden say Larvitar.
Listen, man, this Pikachu kid, high motor, great electric.
Yeah, high motor. Yeah.
You want to get the ball in his hands?
Snorlax, man. If you're looking for a left tackle out
Yeah,
there,
literally.
get him on the phone.
I honestly, that was him going back to being like just on camera constantly is a good thing.
Yeah, it's probably the best thing for him if he's
Yeah.
just trying to do his thing. He's better at that than like anyone
I mean, it
else.
is incredible that he's not coaching because he very clearly like could still do it from an X's and O's standpoint.
Correct.
somewhere.
But then there's just the John Gruden of it all,
Yeah.
which, you know, that's kind of what becomes the problem oftentimes.
But I like how now everyone's just okay with like him being like on like all over the place now.
It was the best thing for the situation he was in for himself. I would say just yeah. But all right.
On that note,
anything else that I missed that happened in the sports world? I guess I'm just All right. We'll just go ahead and end the show before I find out another bombshell or something like that. But we do appreciate you guys watching. We'll be back next week, 9:30 Wednesday. I'll definitely be on the lookout for anything crazy happening or anything fun happening in the next weekend that we don't forget to bet on. So
hopefully
we'll be aware. Yeah. We will have a home run parlay again. Just got smacked on the last one. But hey, there's 1,000 more baseball games left in the season, so we'll go ahead and we'll just keep chugging along here. We have plenty of months to try to hit one, so be on the lookout for that. We do appreciate you guys watching tonight, and peace.